You're meeting Mr. Smith, who has just arrived at your local airport from Canada. You have not met before. Here are some questions. Please suggest some suitable replies. Hello, are you Mr. Smith?
That's right. You must be Miss Zhang. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Smith. How would you reply when you see someone at the airport to welcome you? You can say, "It's a pleasure to finally meet you, sir." Or, "Nice to finally meet you, Mr. Smith." Your host arrives late at the airport to pick you up. She apologizes and asks if you have been waiting long. What would you reply? Yes, where have you been? No, you can't say that. Here is some examples. Have you been waiting long?
No, I've just this minute arrived.
Or, have you been waiting long?
That's okay. I've literally just got here myself, actually.
Or, have you been waiting long?
No, not long. The plane was early, but it gave me time to change some currency.
See, this way you won't make your host feel bad to keep you waiting. Now your host asks you about your flight. How would you respond? You can respond either good or bad, or bumpy or long. Let's try. How was your flight?
Pretty smooth the whole way, actually.
Or, how was your flight?
It was bumpy, but I'm okay now.
Or, how was your flight?
It was long. I would like to go to my hotel directly if it's okay.
Okay, now your host is going to take you back to the office. It could be a long drive, so she asks you if you like to eat something before you leave the airport. Out of courtesy, she is concerned that you have had a long flight and the journey to the next destination could be long. How would you respond? Let's try. Would you like a bite to eat before we set off?
No, that's okay. I had something on the plane. I'm okay.
Or, would you like a bite to eat before we set off?
Sure, if it's not too much trouble. I would like some snack first.
Or, would you like a bite to eat before we set off?
No, thanks. I am all set. Let's go.
The host asks if you need to do anything before you leave the airport. She's being very considerate to anticipate your need. When someone is away for business trip, they usually have a lot to attend to while they were away from their desk. They might need to contact their office or their local customers, etc. Here you may say yes or no. If yes, what would you say? And how would the host respond? If no, what would you say? And how would the host respond? Let's try. Is there anything you need to do before we go to the office, sir?
Yes, I just need to confirm my flight.
Sure, the American airline counter is over there. I'll go with you. We should be as helpful as possible. Or, is there anything you need to do before we go to the office?
No, I don't think so. I'm all set.
Okay then, first we're going to the headquarters and then I'll take you to the factory. Is that okay? We tell our visitor about the follow-up schedule to make him feel aware of what's next, so he can be prepared in advance. Again, being helpful and considerate is the key to receive your corporate guest. Your host wants to help you with your bags. How would you respond? Let's try. Should I help you with your bags?
No, that's all right. Thanks. I think I can manage them.
Or, should I help you with your bags?
Would you mind helping me with a trolley?
Finally, you both are leaving the airport. Your host wants to start a small talk. What would you respond? Let's try. This isn't your first trip here, isn't it?
Yes, it is actually.
Or, this isn't your first trip here, isn't it?
No, it isn't. I came last year, actually.
If you are the host, how would you reply to these sentences? This isn't your first trip here, is it?
Yes, it is actually.
Oh, really? Then you shouldn't miss our 85-town Sky Tower and the Love River. Or, this isn't your first trip here, is it?
No, it isn't. I came last year, actually.
Oh, really? When was that? That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Kaohsiung has changed a lot since then. Now you try it. Find a partner online and have a role play with the scenario as following. A. You have just arrived at the HSR railway station after a long journey. It's your first visit to this country. B. You are meeting A at the station. It's your first meet.